It's official. Meghan Kerrigan has finally parted ways with ex-astronomer CEO Andy Byron. But the real drama begins now. How much of his fortune is she walking away with? And what about the kids? Who's getting custody? Let's spill the tea on this high-profile split.
Over the weekend, 50-year-old Andy Byron resigned as CEO of Astronomer. A company statement said, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Recently, that standard was not met." 52-year-old Kristen Cabot's fate still hangs in the balance. She's married to Andrew Cabot, heir to one of New England's oldest and most prestigious families, the Cabots.
This is my casino. Step out. Bring your money.
Cabot is a CEO of a boutique rum company. Here he is at a tasting in Paris. Those few seconds of video at the Coldplay concert are triggering a cultural tsunami. People are even betting online on whether the marriages survive.
Since the incident, scores of people globally have created a stream of endless memes on the scandal.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Can you feel the tension?
Oh, look at these two. All right.
What are we gonna do? My wife is here.
You said she's in row P. She won't even see us.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
While others have relished the opportunity to recreate the now infamous moment.
Andy Byron is married, or should I say, was married, to Meghan Kerrigan, a respected educator in Massachusetts. Meghan, who serves as the Associate Director of Lower School and Hope Graham Program Admissions at Bancroft School, has largely stayed out of the public eye. She and Byron reportedly have 2 children and have kept their family life private, but the kiss cam incident thrust their personal lives into the spotlight.
It definitely caught everyone's attention, especially because Chris made the announcement, kind of questioning their reaction.
Former Astronomer CEO Andy Byron is reportedly thinking about suing Coldplay and singer Chris Martin for the kiss cam scandal. This is a terrible idea.
Here's Astronomer's leadership. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer. There you go. Kristen Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIn's and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIn's. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
Almost immediately after the video went viral, social media sleuths noticed that Meghan had removed Byron from her Facebook profile, reverting to her maiden name, Meghan Kerrigan. Not long after, her entire Facebook account disappeared, and her Instagram followed suit. These moves fueled speculation that the couple was headed for a split, with many online cheering Meghan on, calling her a class act, and urging her to get that divorce lawyer and get the money.
There's a part of people that they're looking at these 2 individuals and obviously not wanting the damning part for the family. Because I do say, you know, my heart goes out to the children and the partners of these people who are having to watch this all play out. But the bigger thing people aren't talking about is how a CEO of a company should never be dating the head of HR.
We've now learned that the technology company Astronomer has announced that its CEO, Andy Byron, seen here, as you saw, embracing a woman who is not his wife, has resigned from the company. The company's board of directors accepted that resignation today, saying that it will begin the search for a replacement. In a statement released on the company's LinkedIn page, it says this, that Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability, and recently that standard was not met.
It doesn't take a scientist to figure out that they didn't want us to see whatever we saw.
Yeah. Man, he dropped out real quick as you turned.
Yeah, because he just realized how many millions of dollars he lost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, it's like, if he didn't freak out, no one would have any idea that this had happened whatsoever.
True.
The kiss cam moment wasn't just a fleeting embarrassment, it had real consequences. Astronomer, the company Byron led, didn't take the scandal lightly. The day after the concert, they issued a statement on LinkedIn, emphasizing their commitment to their values and culture, and announced that their board of directors had launched a formal investigation into the incident. By Saturday, the 20th of July, 2025, just days after the concert, Astronomer confirmed that Byron had resigned as CEO.
Chief Executive Andy Byron has tendered his resignation to the board of directors and they have accepted. The board will begin a search for our next chief executive as co-founder and chief product officer Pete DeJoy continues to serve as interim CEO.
Grace Springer first posted the video being seen around the world.
It was the reaction from Andy that kind of sealed the deal. He looked pretty guilty.
He's married with teenage children. Kristen Cabot has been divorced for 3 years. She was hired just 8 months ago. And now that 15 seconds of video is having a devastating impact on both of their lives. The New York Post front page headline, Dumbotron. I spoke with workplace expert Stephen Viscusi.
This requires, to me, not one, but 2 resignations.
The moment they realize the camera is on them, it is like, oh my God, and the guy like ducks, the woman turns around. And I mean, guys, it took the internet maybe an hour to figure out who these people are and to discover that the man is the CEO of a huge data company and that the woman that he was canoodling with was his chief people officer. So that is like the person that is over HR.
Kristen Cabot, who was also married to Andrew Cabot, CEO of Privateer Rum, resigned from her position as well. The company named Pete DeJoy, their co-founder and chief product officer, as interim CEO while they began the search for a permanent replacement. The swift fallout showed just how seriously Astronomer took the public backlash, but it also kept the story alive, with netizens dissecting every detail of Byron and Cabot's relationship. Now,
here's why. The claims would be invasion of privacy, emotional distress, and defamation, but you have no expectation of privacy at a concert with tens of thousands of other people. And there are signs indicating that you may be filmed or photographed. And when it comes to defamation, truth is an absolute defense. And of course, they were having an affair. And from a public relations perspective, a lawsuit is an even worse idea because it's gonna draw even more attention to the scandal.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
28-year-old Grace Springer was at the concert at the Gillette Stadium in Boston and captured the moment that has now been viewed 53 million times.
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video. I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way.
Do you think if they had not tried to hide, Coldplay would have moved on?
100%. I think if they acted natural, no one would have thought twice. What a cute couple. I mean, I'm sure people in their inner circle might have caught something, but I definitely wouldn't have posted that video.
Anyway, here we go. So she brought her underling there to cover for them. The CEO's wife found out about it. She's already removed his last name from her LinkedIn and Facebook. Apparently, many people at the company knew that he was sleazy, previously worked for him. Moral of the story, don't go to a Coldplay concert.
Why do you think that couple was chosen?
If I was directing that show, I would have put them up in a heartbeat. The body language that they were showing and the shot there, it's a good looking couple. He's got his arms around her. I would have done it 10 times out of 10.
But the fallen HR head appeared more focused on the health of her plants than her marriage when she was spotted for the first time back at her $2.2 million home.
Who blew the whistle? The 2 executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay kiss cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristen Cabot. That's gonna be one awkward board meeting, if not a couple divorces too. Whoever wrote the post was believed to have also attended the concert in Boston, and it sure seems that he or she works at the company. They knew Kristen Cabot's precise title in HR, and they also knew that both executives are married.
Astronomer HR Chief Kristen Cabot has been seen for the first time since the Coldplay kiss cam scandal that led to her resignation.
What? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
a CEO and HR professional. Like, the definition of her job is to be like, by the way, don't do workplace romance. Like, that's one of her chops. Society loves to be mad at cheaters. Like, remember Scandival, the Vanderpump Rules saga? It was like the biggest story of 2023. The president of the United States at the time weighed in on it because people love to be mad when people are caught cheating. We just relate to it. It's just something that like brings society together. And finally, I do think that it involves,
like, you went in public. It's not like you were inside your home having this affair and somebody was like outside from social media being like, what are they doing in here? Like, you were in publicly like kissing and hugging. You were at a public place where maybe you were going to be on camera. Like, that is just a risk. You might think that it's private because it's a dark concert, but often there are these cameras. There is social media everywhere. If you are somebody that is on X, on TikTok specifically, you should know, like, whether it's a good thing or not, everybody's filming all the time.
Let's talk about the divorce rumors. The internet has been buzzing with speculation that Andy Byron and Meghan Kerrigan's marriage is officially over. Posts on X and various news outlets have claimed that the couple finalized their divorce, with some suggesting that Meghan could walk away with a massive settlement thanks to Massachusetts 50/50ths marital laws. For marriages lasting over 7 years, the state mandates that assets built together be split evenly. Given Byron's role as CEO of a billion-dollar company, estimates of his net worth range from $20 million to $70 million. If these numbers are accurate, Meghan could be looking at a payout of tens of millions. Some reports have compared a potential settlement to high-profile divorces like Bill and Melinda Gates or Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott, though on a smaller scale. The idea of Meghan securing a significant financial win has only added fuel to the online support for her, with comments like, "Take him for everything," flooding social media. Adding another layer to this saga, there's been chatter about Meghan's response, or lack thereof. Shortly after the scandal broke, a Facebook page under the name Meghan Kerrigan popped up, posting statements that appeared to come from her. One widely shared post read, "Dear friends and loved ones, I've made the difficult decision to move forward with a divorce and to pursue alimony. This hasn't been an easy journey, but after everything I've endured, I know it's the right step for my peace, healing, and future." Another post described the public humiliation of seeing her husband with another woman on the Jumbotron, saying, "The betrayal was painful, but the public humiliation, that cut deeper than anything." These statements, whether authentic or not, struck a chord with many who praised Meghan's strength and dignity. However, there's a catch. Some sources, including Snopes, have questioned the legitimacy of this Facebook page, noting it was created just days after the incident and labeled as a digital creator. The real Meghan Kerrigan reportedly deleted her actual social media accounts, leaving uncertainty about whether she's actually spoken out. The online reaction to the kiss cam scandal has been a mix of outrage, memes, and sympathy. On one hand, people have roasted Byron and Cabot mercilessly, with t-shirts reading "side piece" popping up on Etsy and jokes about the awkward moment flooding X. Some users found humor in Chris Martin's quip, with one post imagining the camera guy zooming in on Andy Byron with a mischievous grin. On the other hand, there's been an outpouring of support for Meghan, with many seeing her as the wronged party caught in a public spectacle. Comments like "Go Meghan," "Get that check," and "What a class act" reflect the sentiment that she's handling the situation with grace. There's also been chatter about Kristen Cabot's personal life, with reports noting her marriage to Andrew Cabot and their recent purchase of a $2.2 million mansion in New Hampshire. The fact that both Byron and Cabot were married to other people only amplified the public's fascination with the scandal. Another twist came when posts on X claimed that Meghan had leaked messages showing Andy Byron's alleged interactions with an OnlyFans creator named Sophie Rain. These posts, which surfaced in early August 2025, suggested that Byron's behavior extended beyond the kiss cam incident, further damaging his reputation. While these claims haven't been verified, they've kept the story in the headlines, with some calling it Coldplaygate. The idea that Meghan might have exposed more of Byron's alleged missteps has only bolstered her image as someone taking control of her narrative, whether or not she's actually behind the leaks. So, where does this leave us? The rumor mill is churning with talk that Andy and Meghan's divorce is a done deal. But without official confirmation from either party, it's all speculation at this point. What we do know is that the Coldplay kiss cam moment was a turning point. It cost Byron his job, sparked a firestorm online, and put Meghan in an unenviable spotlight. If the divorce rumors are true, Meghan could be in line for a significant settlement, which many online see as well-deserved. The story has also raised questions about workplace ethics, public shaming, and the power of social media to amplify personal moments into global controversies. Astronomer, for its part, has tried to move on, focusing on its mission and distancing itself from the drama. But for the internet, this scandal is far from over. As we wrap up, let's reflect on what this story tells us. It's a reminder of how quickly a private moment can become a public spectacle in the age of social media. For Meghan Kerrigan, the last few weeks have likely been a whirlwind of emotions, from betrayal to public support. For Andy Byron, the consequences of that one moment on the Jumbotron have been swift and severe. And for all of us watching, it's a fascinating, messy glimpse into human relationships, power dynamics, and the internet's relentless appetite for drama. What do you think about the rumored divorce? Do you believe Meghan and Andy have called it quits, or is this just another chapter in an already wild story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Before we go, a quick reminder to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. If you've got other scandals or stories you want us to cover, let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.